The episode titles for the Lincoln Lawyer Season 4 have been revealed, and one hints that a major theory about Maggie and Mickey will finally come true. With Neve Campbell returning for all episodes of the Lincoln Lawyer Season 4 in a main role, it's already expected that the Mickey-Maggie saga will be a major focus of the upcoming episodes. Since the Lincoln Lawyer Season 3 ended in October 2024, the wait for the next chapter in Mickey's story has been longer than usual. While there's still no official The Lincoln Lawyer Season 4 release date, some story details, general early 2026 release window, and episode titles have gradually been disclosed. 8 of the upcoming season's 10 titles have now been released, via Collider, with the first half comprising 721, 1956, Barger, Bleeding the Beast, and 40 Hours. In no specific order, the titles from the season's second half will include 50/50ths, Confirmation Bias, Honor Among Thieves, and You're the One That I Want. The titles include some clues for Season 4's story, with the latter supporting a big romance theory. The Lincoln Lawyer S4 episode title, You're the One That I Want, has to be about Mickey and Maggie. With You're the One That I Want being the title of an episode in the latter half of the Lincoln Lawyer Season 4, I can't imagine it would apply to any story other than Mickey and Maggie. The only other major couple in the Lincoln Lawyer is Cisco and Lorna, and their marriage and relationship has been solid. The title seems to be referring to more of a will they won't they dynamic, which has defined Mickey and Maggie's relationship since the Lincoln Lawyer's first episode. Since we know that Maggie is back in a main role and will be helping on Mickey's case in the Lincoln Lawyer Season 4, there were already theories that they'd finally rekindle their romance for good this time. Even if Mickey and Maggie get back together, it likely won't happen until the end of the season. Netflix confirmed the introduction of Maggie's new boyfriend, Jack, in Season 4, which will provide an obstacle for the two getting together early on. However, as Mickey's trial continues and the pair grow closer again, it wouldn't be surprising if Maggie broke up with Jack and chose to be with Mickey instead, reflecting the upcoming You're the One That I Want episode title. The Lincoln Lawyer's showrunners have described Maggie as the love of Mickey's life, so their reconciliation would take the two finally choosing each other at the right time again. Mickey and Maggie get back together in the Law of Innocence book. Though the show itself has hinted that Maggie and Mickey will eventually get back together, Michael Connelly's Mickey Haller books confirm it. Connelly's The Law of Innocence book serves as the basis for the Lincoln Lawyer Season 4, and that happens to be the novel when Maggie and Mickey officially get back together. However, the Lincoln Lawyer's many book changes thus far mean that just because it happens in Michael Connelly's novels doesn't mean it'll happen in the Netflix show. While it's still highly likely that Maggie and Mickey will get together after the trial ends in the Lincoln Lawyer Season 4, it isn't a guarantee. Maggie and Mickey's reconciliation happens at the very end of the Law of Innocence book after his trial has concluded. The book saw the pair and their daughter Haley quarantined together during the COVID-19 pandemic, with that closeness giving time to rebuild their relationship and finally become a couple again. However, the Lincoln Lawyer Season 4 isn't likely to include a pandemic-like quarantine situation for Mickey and Maggie like in the book. As such, the two getting together in Season 4 will require a new setup to finally make them confess their feelings, again, and decide to officially embark on a relationship. Would Mickey and Maggie stay together in the Lincoln Lawyer Season 5? Maggie McPherson, played by Neve Campbell, sits at her desk in the Lincoln Lawyer Season 1. Credit, Lara Solanke in Netflix. Though the theory about Mickey and Maggie finally getting back together in Season 4 now seems all but confirmed, there's still the issue of whether they'll stay together after. Mickey and Maggie have briefly reconciled at different points over years, but not to a point where they were officially back in a relationship together. That said, even if they do finally become an official couple again, it's not guaranteed they'll last in that dynamic throughout the Lincoln Lawyer Season 5. If the Lincoln Lawyer Season 5 goes by the events in Michael Connelly's books, they'll be broken up again sooner than expected. After the couple made it official in the Law of Innocence, they split yet again in the following book, Resurrection Walk.